Good evening. Good evening, everybody. DutyRon in the building. Hope everyone is doing okay. Hello to my replay viewers, my live viewers. Hello, Joe Schmo. First one in. Hello, Aussie Flag. Great to see you. Winky, how are you? We got the radio on. We're listening tonight. Tonight's broadcast might not be for everybody. We're going to be listening to New York City Police radio calls as they go on. No cases, no speaking about Watts or anything. None of that tonight. We're going to take a breather from it. It's been an emotional day, so I won't be answering any. Okay, they just have one in custody. One in I don't want this to be too loud. So you guys let me know if the volume's too loud on the radio. Hello, Meg. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Hi, Quinny. Carolyn, good to see you. Tiffany, Kathy, I'm giving the shout outs. Jen, thanks for coming in. Yeah, we're gonna break down these calls. This is my former precinct that I worked in, 73rd Precinct, 75th Precinct, New York City Police. If you guys want to check it out, you could check it out on a Google search. It's one of the busiest spots in Brooklyn, in East New York and Brownsville. So I'm gonna take my jacket off. I'm on a security detail right now. So I'm on a security detail that I do executive protection, but I'm just here to observe, so I got everything going on. Hello, Sully, good to see you. Thanks for joining. So let's see how this goes. Thank you for the blue hearts, Tiffany. Thank you for the blue hearts. What is Twitch? Twitch is like a gaming thing? Why are you asking me about Twitch? I don't know much about Twitch. So I'm listening to emergency services. I'm listening to the emergency services unit. Hello, Chrissy. Good to see you, Chris. Thanks for joining. Hi, Mia. Welcome in from Minnesota. Josh, how are you, Josh? Good to see you. Hi, Gretchen. Thanks for coming in. Someone posted yours. What? Can you turn it up a tad, says Casey. Hold on, I gotta look back because she said someone posted up. Oh, what's my Twitch? I don't broadcast on Twitch often. I don't broadcast on Twitch. I think I've only went live once on Twitch. It's a gaming website. It's a gaming live streaming site. You could do live streaming regular. You don't have to be a gamer to be on there. Hello from Utah. Thank you, Janelle. And thank you, special thank you to everybody who has subscribed to me over the last few days. Too loud already. Please don't turn it up. Let me lower it then. I don't want it to be overpowering, so I just lowered it. So you're uptight because of security? I'm not uptight over anything. You follow podcasts on Twitch. Less censorship. I like that. Periscope, DutyRon. There it is. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? You guys with the volume, Quinny says. I want it to be right. I don't want it to be overpowering and loud. You're pretty laid back and to the point. Yes, I am. Yes. Guys, if you don't know this, good evening, Farah. If you guys don't know this, I've been live streaming for almost 2 years. I do straight out live streaming. I don't upload videos. I know a lot of people ask me, why don't you just upload a video? I don't do that. I like the interaction of live streaming. That's what I do, and that's what I like. So, hello, Ed. Good to see you. Ed, great to see you. Thanks for joining. Good evening from Colorado and Montreal. Good to see you. So let me just create a post so I could share it out with everybody. 2 seconds. Bank burglary. There you go. There's the NYPD website. Thank you for putting that up. I greatly appreciate that. Let me share it onto Twitter, and then we'll get back to the chat. Can't please everybody. No, you can't please everybody, Kim. You can't. But I try my best. Guys, I try to do the best that I can. I'm just human. I'm not a machine. This is not a full-time job of mine, but I like to do what I can, you know. This is not a Chris Watts video. If you're here for information on Chris Watts and the case, you're not going to get anything here. So I'm going to tell you right up front, if that's what you want to talk about in here, that's not what's going to happen tonight. Look at the title. I put in the title, NYPD radio calls. If you're really looking for that, there's tons of other people that are live with it. I'm not talking about that tonight, and I'm not going to say it 100 times. So just want you guys to know. This broadcast is about listening to New York City Police radio scanner. If you don't want to listen to these calls as they happen live and get that from me, then yeah, it's been an exhausting day, Kim. It's been an exhausting day. I will agree right there. But great to see you from sunny California. Law enforcement, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you being in here. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to give you the 10 codes. I'm going to give them. Okay, so they just took an emotionally disturbed person into custody. I'm gonna shut off. I was toggling between emergency services. I'm going to keep it on the 7.3 and the 7.5. I'm not familiar with the East Coast. Whereabouts do you live in reference to New York City? I'm 30 miles, Jocelyn, outside of New York City. I'm in Queens, right on the Queens-Nassau border. This is the 75th and the 73rd precinct, Old Soul. This is East New York and Brownsville. I did watch Dr. Phil, and I did a broadcast while I watched it, Chrissy. If you look at my last broadcast, I did a commentary as the Dr. Phil was going. And for those of you who want to see the full, and you're outside the country, if you want to see the full show, I have it up on my website, DutyRon.com. So go check out my website if you want to watch I think it's 40 minutes or 35 minutes in its entirety. I don't think there's any commercials in there. So I put it up for my friends outside of the country. If you want to go watch it and you're in the UK and you didn't get coverage or you couldn't find it, there's a lot of emotionally disturbed persons calls. Tiffany left her heart in Whitestone. Awesome. It didn't alert me. I don't know. There was 1,000 people watching me today. So a lot of people got the notifications and some didn't, unfortunately.
So cancellation for Taboo and HNC?
They were here already. So they were looking for the TARU unit. That's the technical response unit. That's for like when they want to put up cameras or if they have like a hostage situation. They just had hostage negotiation get canceled. So it might have been somebody barricaded inside an apartment. But I came in on the back end of this. So this is a situation that's already done. I was on the midnight shift, law enforcement. I worked midnights, overnight. Yeah, you could watch the replay. You could definitely watch it. Excellent, Cinnamon Hot. I'm glad you saw it. And that was a pretty decent feed. Used to work for Miami-Dade PD. Wow. Awesome. Civilian with many years of fraud and economic crimes unit. Awesome. Chief deputy in a little county. Well, that's a big thing. Thank him for his service, and thank you, Farah, for what you did on the civilian side. So on my website, there's links to all of my live streaming, Periscope, Twitter, Instagram, all of that good stuff. So why risk your life again? I have my own business, Molly. This is my own business. So I'm only in my 50s. The good part about the police department, and one of the reasons why I took the job, is so I could retire early. So it was so I could retire early. So I retired early, and I have my own little business on the side. I only work 2 days a week, so it's not bad. It's not too bad. So they have a 34. It was supposed to be emotionally disturbed person with a knife, but there's no emotionally disturbed person. It's a dispute with an assault. It's a dispute with assault. They're asking for an ambulance right now. I'll be 55. Ask Bell. I'll be 55 soon. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people aspire to be police officers, but many don't do it. You know, like, it's not easy getting onto the job. It's not easy. You have to pass it. You have to take a test, pass a bunch of stuff. And in the city here, I mean, I got lucky because I was hired in the 90s. So I worked in the 90s when they were hiring 2,200 at a time. My police academy class was 2,200. I graduated in a class of 2,200. It's definitely not for everybody. It's definitely not. Is it true that if you were pregnant that they don't polygraph you? I never heard that, Sarah. I never heard that. I don't think a polygraph would affect a pregnancy, but I don't know a lot about polygraphs. There's no radiation in a polygraph. All right, so 90 Union was that they weren't able to get into the building where the call was, so they make it. That's the radio.
73 boy 4 by.
We have short in the whistle in regards to Hegeman.
Andrea, good to see you, Andrea. Yes, I missed you. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean, for thanking me for my service. As you guys can see, I killed a lot of the notifications. I shut a lot of the notifications off. It's 19 degrees outside. Are you on a reserve position? No. But I was wearing this shirt, and I just decided to keep wearing it for tonight. So I did my broadcast today in this shirt. My client actually likes all the people that come to wear something police-related. So it's just a private residence is where I'm working. And that's about all I could tell you about it. But it's a very, very well-to-do, a wealthy client. So I can't really give up a lot of stuff on this. Peaches says you are a cute older man. Thank you. If that was I'll take that as a compliment. I don't know about cute. I'm a little bit tough to look at. Private sector. Yeah, I'm doing executive protection. I have training from the Secret Service through the NYPD. So I was dignitary qualified. So me and two partners opened up a small security company some time ago. And I do this with two other retired cops. So this is what I do for, in addition to my pension, to make money. So that's that. And I do a lot of other different things. Yeah, not tonight. We're not. This is the title. Look at the title. It says New York City Live Radio Calls. New York City Police Live Radio Calls. That's what we're doing. So, again, I know that this is not a lot. A lot of people don't like this stuff. And if you're here for any kind of watch stuff, I think we've had enough of it for the day. I mean, it's been an emotional overload. And Thursday is going to be a whole nother day of more emotions. So Thursday is going to be like D-Day. You carry this job? I'm not sure what that means. What do you recommend? I recommend a small caliber, small handgun that you could put on your person. Small caliber, 32 caliber, does a really good job on self-defense. Hello, Sweet Dixie. Good to see you. Ron, sir, in the hospital. You're still in the hospital? Gosh. Well, I'm sending you positive vibes and a lot of strength from New York City. A lot of positive vibes and strength from New York City. Yes, Darlene, I have my weapon right here, guys. I am armed and ready to roll. I've got my firearm with me. So, how many calls does New York City average an hour? A lot, Rick. I don't have the exact number, but it's a lot of calls. A lot of calls. Bipolar baby. Wait a minute. I'm not sure what. I must have missed something. I am working executive protection. I'm doing executive protection. Prayers from Canada. Prayers from Canada. Do you have police on the streets at night in small towns? Yes, we do, Lori. We do. We do. Hello, Hio. Veggie Vibes is Hio, everybody. Do you need a PI license? In Florida, you need a license. I have a license by the Department of State, but I don't need a private investigator license because I'm not doing private investigations. All we need is a Department of State armed guard license. Yes, Joe. I thought tonight we would not. I will not engage in regards to any case stuff. To have a little bit of a normal broadcast to where we could just sit down and relax and talk. Bipolar depression. That is a tough one, and I send you a lot of love and positive vibes. You're always welcome, Sweet Dixie, at any time in my broadcast, and you're always going to be welcome. Nobody will attack you. There's nothing that goes on that's not good here. How do you get a PI license? You know what, Rick? I don't even know because I'd never want to do that kind of work. For me, that's a big turnoff for me. I would never want to do it. Tupac, rest in peace, Tupac. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. So yeah, I would never want to do that work, so I don't even know. It's like a test that you think that you got to take and a bunch of stuff, a bunch of nonsense. Yeah, it's too much, Cynthia. We're going to take a break from it. I think it's healthy to take a break from it. I'm not going to mention a word about it. Send me an email, Michelle. Send me an email, Renee. Michelle, Renee, please send an email. Volunteer fire chief here. That is retired New York City detective. Excellent, Lisa. I love it. I love it. Send me an email. Let me know where you worked. I worked in Queens Warrants, in the Queens Warrant Squad, in the Fugitive Enforcement Division. I was in FED for over a decade. So I was in the FED for over a decade. I love that you love it, Sweet Dixie, and I'm telling you, this is a second home for you. Come here anytime, and you're always going to be welcomed in my broadcast. Always. I got to start the car up because it's getting cold. I got to start the car. Start the car. Anybody see that IKEA commercial? Start the car. Start the car. That's a funny American commercial. My wife and I always laugh at that when the lady thinks she's got a great deal and she thinks she stole something, but in fact, she was just getting a deal. And she was telling him, start the car. You're welcome, Sweet Dixie. My pleasure. My pleasure. That's a funny-ass commercial. Start the car. She's running like she shoplifted. Yeah, it's funny. My wife and I say it all the time to each other. All right, so we got a call coming in. It's a good one. It's a funny commercial. I can't even see how many people are here. I'm just curious. I don't have the counter because I'm using Streamlabs. Can somebody let me know how many are watching? Just so I know for my own self. Farrah Fawcett was beautiful. I used to have a poster of Farrah Fawcett. Wow. Okay, so 100 and something. I got a whole bunch of different numbers there, but I get the gist. Thank you. This is a no Jagaloon. This is a no Jagaloon channel. That is true. Correct, Joey. Everybody, this is a safe place for everyone to come and hang out. Not sure how. I just realized you're in a car. I'm in a car. Yes, Kim. I am. I'm in the car with the lights on. This is a leased car, so I don't feel bad about running it for several hours because I lease it through my business. So I just get rid of it in 3 years and get a new one. So, no, it's overnight, Cynthia. I don't eat overnight. I bring a cup of coffee, and I got a couple of power bars that I bring. Like I have two, like Nature Valley and a power bar. So I'm good to go. I don't really eat overnight. Thank you, Guy and Jackie. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm listening to the calls. Hi, Rose. How are you? Coffee is bad for you. Thank you, cowgirl up.
How's it looking?
Thank you. I didn't realize that. Isn't everything bad for you? I mean, everything, if you think about it, almost everything is bad. Space Mom, where I worked, where we're listening to right now, is the highest amount of crime. I'm gonna tell you a story about when I used to work in the precinct that we're listening to in the 90s. I was on patrol from 1991. Now I'm showing my age. Now I'm showing my age. 1991 till about right before the World Trade Center in about 2001. Maybe a little bit before that. I worked in East New York and Brownsville, some of the tough areas. I'm doing executive protection. I'm at an estate. I'm on an estate, and I'm just securing the estate. Armed security. Veronica, I know inquiring minds want to know. I am retired. I have my own business. I have my own little security business that I do. Anyways, so in 1991, I was on the police department and a rookie on patrol. In 1991, going into 1992, we had... Thank you for that, Ann. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be 55. I'll be 55 this year. How often are there shootings? There are shootings on a regular basis.
Alright, can you have a response at 85 lane non-emergency at 299
Thank you, L. Fallon. Thank you. All right. So in 1991, going into 92, New York City had 2,200 homicides. The most homicides ever recorded in any major city. 2,200 homicides in 1 year. And in the precinct that we're listening to, where I worked, the 75th to 73rd, there was 350 of those 2,200 in that one precinct alone. Okay, Kim, hurry up back because I will miss you. Space Mom, 350 murders in my precinct, this precinct right here alone. So it had the highest volume. There's over 75 precincts. Over 75 precincts in New York City. So it was busy. We used to get shots fired and shots at us when we would go walk to our parking lot where our private cars were. We would get shot at from the buildings when we would walk to go to our cars. There used to have to be 2 police officers that were on parking lot security to give you cover if there was like a shootout. So we used to have our own police in our own lots, like looking around. It was crazy. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Thank you so much. Yes, it has been. Tiffany Marie, good night. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you being in here. Thank you for spending some time with us. I appreciate that. Get a good night's sleep. It was it was a lot of crime in New York City back in the 90s. Back in the early 90s, it was the crack epidemic. There was a lot of drugs. It was really, really bad. It was, I mean, we would have on a given shift 1 or 2 shootings a night. On the overnight, we'd have 2 homicides, sometimes 3 homicide scenes working. So it was really bad. Somebody asked me about my cases. I closed a very high percentage of my warrant cases. I used to close a high percentage of my warrant cases. I was really good. My close ratio was like around 80%. It's gotten a lot better. It's nowhere near that, Jocelyn. Now I think we get under 200 murders a year in the same location. Drugs are bad. Drugs are bad. But we cleaned it up pretty good. We've cleaned it up pretty good. A lot of these bad guys are in jail, you know. Speaking of cars, what was your favorite RMP? I love the Chevys. I love the Chevy Police Interceptors. Ford made a pretty good car. I like the Fords, but my preference was to the Chevys. I like the Chevys better. So We never used polygraphs, Space Mom. In warrants, we didn't have to use a polygraph because it was straightforward. I went after someone who had an arrest warrant. We went and picked them up, and we arrested them, and then that was it. I worked under Giuliani and Mayor Dinkins. Mayor Dinkins had just taken over from Mayor Koch. Mayor Koch was just on his way out when I came in on the job. The Democrats, I feel bad for America, but Europe is in worse condition than America. Do you speak that from truth, Wings of Truth? Do you live in Europe? Just curious. Sue Steele. I missed the question. Let me go back. Hold on. Sue Steele. Fuck. Keeps going. I got to go to my other device. Hold on a second. Let me look back at Sue's. What the hell did she say? I can't see it, Sue. I can't see it, so you got to ask again. Sue's got to ask that question again. Hi, Special Agent 88. You changed your screen name just for me. I remember that. I'm here. Does this mean you're going to sign off? I'm just getting started. You are not late to the party. I will say it again. Thank you. Thank you, Sue. I'll answer it if I see it. So you're not late to the party, Special Agent 88. You're here at a good time. Hey, DutyRon, good to see you. Good to see you. You got your DutyRon cup. What did you think of it? What did you think of it? I'm waiting for Susan Steele's comment. I'm waiting for Susan Steele. Hello, Oni. If Oni came in, hello to Oni. Good to see you. Don't ask me anything about that because I'm not going to answer it. Special 88, Special Agent 88. DutyRon will be on for 6 hours. No, I won't. I won't be on for 6 hours. Just ordered it. It's nice. Yes, I got mine today. I ordered mine today. I'm looking for Sue Steele. Do police officers get trained on narcissistic behaviors? We get social science. We get a social science course in the academy. We had. Hold on. Confirm DOA. Confirm DOA. That's dead. This might be a natural. Hold on, guys. So they just gave a confirmed DOA. I worked in uniform, and then I worked my way into plain clothes. So everybody's got to start on patrol in uniform. So I worked in uniform and then into plain clothes. So there was just a... Hold on. Oh, they're calling for the squad. So this is not a plain... So this is the squad. They're calling for the detectives. So it could be a suspicious DOA.
7580.
580.
1011 Commercial Road, 410 Gateway Drive, Red.
So Sue, the answer to that question is we didn't get specific training for that because detectives are the ones that really deal with these kind of people on a regular basis. So we got police science, that's all the forms and all the police paperwork. We got social science, which was like a psych class. We got police science, social science, law, and physical ed, and then defensive driving, driver safety, driver training, or whatever they want to call it. Yeah, driver training. Yes, have mercy on the DOA. So thank you, Oni. Welcome in True Crime and Gossip. Everyone go subscribe to True Crime. Everybody is probably, but go follow Oni's channel. Subscribe to it. He's a great guy. I highly recommend it. Puts a lot of work into his broadcast and presentation. So I recommend you guys go all and check him out. Do you think most deaths are caused by drugs and gangs? No, I don't think most are, but a lot are. It's not most. Do you do investigations on individuals for law? I don't. I don't do any work for lawyers. No. I have my own company. Thank you for thanking me, Sheila. I can't even slow the chat down because I'm in Streamlabs and I'm on the mobile Streamlabs. Thanks for answering other questions. Does every police officer have to wear a bulletproof vest? Yes. It's a mandate on patrol, Sue. Detectives are supposed to wear them, but they don't. A lot of times the detectives will throw it over their shoulders. I did that when I worked in warrants. But when I went to go bang on someone's door and we were coming at 4 o'clock in the morning, you bet your sweet ass I had my vest on. You bet your ass. Hi, Jigsaw Puzzle. How are you? There's an easy way for me to slow you. There's an easy way. Yeah. Do you see an increase in domestic violence? Always domestic abuse calls. Those and emotionally disturbed people are big calls, guys, that we hear. We hear a lot of these emotionally disturbed and domestic violence. I just want to make sure that this isn't too loud and overpowering for you guys.
I have a 1050 disorderly, a homeless male, 585 Blake.
For Central, I was just there. It seems that call is calling from like some security company. I tried the door, I can't get in.
So there was a homeless man sleeping in the lobby of a building. The call is coming in from a security company, but the cop said he can't get in. Yeah, I never went out without a vest. I always had my vest on, always. I mean, I had a wife and 2 kids to go home to. So I have a family, and I really cared about I wanted to get out of it alive. And it was dangerous. When I worked on patrol, it was dangerous, very dangerous. Feels like we're on the beat, says Guy and Jackie. Thank you. True, Joe, true. It is a huge problem everywhere, not just in Melbourne, but it's a problem everywhere. Hi, Fireside Chats with Kim. Kim, I just watched one of your replays and liked it, and I put a message on there for you. I put a message on you. Hi, Kim. How are you, Kim Anderson? Welcome in from Wisconsin. Thank you. I love that you love my channel. Thank you. Do you miss it? I miss the men and women that I worked with, but I don't miss the job. This is kind of like live PD. Winky Whispers, where are you going? You going to bed on me? Good night, sweetheart. Thank you so much for coming in here. Appreciate you being in here, Winky. You are the best. Thank you, Wink. Everybody follow and subscribe to Winky Whispers. Please, go check her out. Ron, do you know women? I don't know her, but I can understand her. Some of them I can't even understand. Do you travel in pairs? Yes. 2-man car in New York City, always. 2 men. Hello from Wisconsin. But when I was on patrol and I worked a solo, when I was on foot, in the beginning when you were a rookie, we were on foot. On foot, just ignore the fake Twitter accounts. Just block them and move on. Welcome in from Northern Arizona. Black Rose is here. I feel safe. She's great. Welcome. Hearts, Jody, right back to you. Minnesota. Thank you. Hio, you're not getting a wrench until you change your name. I already told you.
Affirmative. Housing boy. Older. 2 housing jobs. 52 family. 301 setup.
132 partners backing up. I see 141 because now the number came up on my Streamlabs is really weird. Streamlabs is really weird. 1996 is the gang problem there was pretty bad in the 90s. Yeah, we had a lot of the Bloods and the Crips in Brooklyn. It was Bloods and Crips is what it was, and the Latin Kings. We had Bloods, Crips, Latin Kings. Those were the 3 main gangs. Emotionally disturbed person, 301 Sutter. Calls for help. Those are my moderators, Ask Bell. Moderators. I see 135 now. 135. It wasn't up before, 136. It just popped up. I wasn't getting it. Hi, Blue Topaz. How are you? Good to see you. So this is the scanner that I'm using. It's an old realistic Radio Shack. So it's an old realistic Radio Shack. Welcome in from Tasmania. Hello, Jennifer. Good to see you. Nova Scotia is checking in. Thank you, Nova Scotia. Hi from New Hampshire Soul Music.
73 Charlie.
Yeah, but I'm nowhere near where this is. I did respond to the September 11th attack. I was there on September 11th. Yes, found a body in a shallow grave. Very scary. No, that's really scary. Yeah. Yep.
54, 55 US.
What made you want to become a police officer and detective? Veronica, I took the test for a job and I became a cop at 26. So I got hired at 26. Yeah, this is a scanner. It's not a radio. This is just a monitoring device. So I took the job. I took the job to get good benefits, have a solid career, and early retirement. I retired before I turned 50. Not many people can say that they can retire with a full pension before 50. Most people have to work until age retirement when you can collect Social Security here. So I had an opportunity to do a job, and after 20 years, get a pension and get all my benefits, and it's not bad. Yes, it is. It is. If it was illegal, do you think I would have it? I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but seriously, I mean, if this was illegal, I wouldn't have it. Thank you, Jigsaw. Thank you. You know what I mean, Guy and Jackie? It's legal. The only time it's illegal is if you use this when you go to rob a bank and you're caught robbing a bank and you have one of these. It's a administrative charge. It's an extra charge if you use one of these to commit a crime. You know what I mean? Like if you're listening to the police to try to find out that they're not in the area and then commit a crime. Yeah. Hello from Dallas. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Yeah, Radio Shack was great. It really stinks that they don't make these things anymore and Radio Shack's out of business. No. I don't have any privilege. I'm like a regular civilian, guys. I'm a civilian now. This is 200 channels. 200 channels, guys. Programmable Paula for 200 channels. I don't know if you can see that. 200 channels. I used to think scanners were illegal here in Australia, but obviously not, because I've gotten an app. Yeah, there's apps on your phone. I'm a ham radio operator. Oh, N3AB. My friend John Shell. Look him up. He's an extra. N3AB. I have a radio, a GMRS radio, General Mobile Radio Service license from the FCC, and I used to mess around with a lot of different things. I'm a boring person. I've never even smoked pot. You're better off. Don't worry about it. I don't know, Rick. I don't know. I never use them because if I get pulled over, I have my credentials. So, Lenora, you can send super chat. You can go to my Patreon site, or you could go to my. I have a PayPal link also in my bio here. There's a ton of ways to do it. Full pension at 48. There you go. Awesome. Dee Dee, that's awesome. That's awesome. 2 under arrest at a location. Yes, go to my website there, DutyRon.com, and there's all different ways that you can donate. Doreen, I'd love, as you can see, look at the size of me. I like to eat. I'm a 200 plus pounder. I'm actually close to 250. You could call me a 250 pounder. I like to eat, you know. Thank you for that. I would come. If you invited me, I'd come over. I live in Canada. I don't understand why they legalize marijuana. I don't know, Guy and Jackie. I don't know. You had a Google ham radio operator. Really, Gretchen? Responding to the World Trade Center was the scariest event, and going to shots fired calls. Jennifer, yes, I'm married. I'll be married 28 years this month. 28 years this month. There's my Patreon right there. Someone was asking. I would have to come to Australia. I would love to visit Australia. So here's an open carrier. Yeah, I'm going to be celebrating 28 glorious years this month. Why are you embarrassed? Why are you embarrassed? Hold on, I gotta go back to Miss Sue's freaking question again. Are you kidding me with this? Sue, there she is. What was the scariest event? Yes, I already answered that. I answered it already. Tasmania is beautiful. I've never been. I've heard about it, but I've never been. Go and be a Patreon. It's worth it, everyone. Thank you, Cowgirl Up. I appreciate that. I got many Patreon supporters, and I pay special attention, obviously, to my Patreons, and I give exclusive content, and you also get exclusive access to me several times during the month. So we do a lot of chatting on Patreon and a lot of private conversations that I provide with only, law enforcement related stuff. So if you're having a problem with something and you want answers, you got a direct access to a retired law enforcement professional. Hey, Miss New York City man, you guys are the finest. I live close to the Bronx. Excellent. What part of upstate are you in? Hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's some of the stuff that you get. You get some direct access to me. My highest level of a Patreon supporter gets access 4 times a month, either text messaging, direct messaging on Twitter or Instagram, or direct messages through a cell phone. I have a cell phone that I have just created for my Patreon supporters. So it's like a direct connection. It's almost like having a connection to, it is having a direct connection to a retired police officer. So, Denise, I have. There you go, Joe. Hello from Colorado. Thank you for joining. Hold on, am I using what? Are you using? What am I using to film? I'm on an iPhone 8 Plus using Streamlabs. Why? Is it bad? Is it bad? You're like a new bestest friend, says Cowgirl Up. Awesome. Sheila Kiss, good night. Thank you so much for coming into the lives. Great to see you. Thank you for joining. What kind of jobs can you get after retired NYPD? A lot of stuff. I have computer crimes training. I have dignitary protection training from the United States Secret Service. I have my credentials from the police department, and you basically you get any type of executive protection. You could work for a security company. You could work for insurance companies doing investigations. As a detective, you're the sky's the limit on what you can do after you retire. So the chat's going really fast. So I apologize if I miss something. I'm missing some of the chat. So if I get pulled over, can I call you to speak to the officer? I don't know. I don't know you, so probably not. The answer to that would be no, fear conspiracy. The answer is no. If you were my friend, and I knew you, then yes, I've done that. I've done that for friends. Great audio and video, says Ann. Thank you so much. Hello in Northwest Indiana, but from the Carolinas. That's a different move. You go from the Carolinas to Indiana? Yeah, that was funny. Video's good. Thanks, Joe. Thank you, Black Rose. Yes, it is. Celebrities and wealthy people hire executive protection. You're ready to head back. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's cold as heck in Indiana. Everything up north is really cold. Everything's cold. Best on advice: how to speak to an officer pulled over. Be polite. Be apologetic. Even if you don't know what you did, just be nice. Being nice goes a long way. you know, especially if I had a college degree, my son has opened up the opportunities, retirement loan. Linda, have him go and take all the police tests that he can. It's not a bad career. It isn't as good. It isn't as good as what it used to be. How do you park bad memories of work as a policeman? Sue, you know, I was talking about this with Joey67. Joey, BKLYN _67 is a very good friend of mine. I know him personally. I've had dinner with him and his wife. We hang out. So Joey, BKLYN right there, _67. He's like a best friend to me. We met through Periscope, but we have a lot in common, a lot of stuff in common. So Joey and I spoke about this tonight. Without open lines of communication with your wife or your significant other or your friends, if you don't talk about the traumatic experiences and the dramatic things that you've seen during the course of the job, you could turn to drinking, you could turn to bad toxic type behavior, domestic violence, gambling, drugs, all of the above. But I had a good support system, and I had a good solid head on my shoulders where I was able to process things and let it go and realize it was part of my job. You know, 9/11 really took a toll on all of us. And when we were doing the body parts recovery and working in the morgue and working at the medical examiner's office in New York, it was really a tough thing to deal with. You know, death and body parts recoveries every day was exhausting for almost 3 months. So that in itself was really difficult. And they cycled us in and out of there. We worked a 1 week on, 1 week off. But we still had to do it every other week, and it was really bad. I know a lot of my friends through the police department have unfortunately taken their lives and also lost their jobs from drinking and all kinds of different ailments from PTSD. So, and then they continue to suffer. I don't have any symptoms. I take multivitamins and a bunch of other vitamins. I don't take any medication. You would think that I would have a lot of things going on, but I really don't. I don't. So the officers that respond to those type of tragic events, they got to deal with that for the rest of their life. Soul Music, thank you for the super chat. Love your videos. Nice to watch someone knowledgeable. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Soul for Music 1979. That was a pretty good year, 1979. The bird told me to say yellow. Wasn't that cool, Hio, that he did that on my finger that day? I don't know why this is giving me a hard time. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Fear the conspiracy is self-loathing. He's like, look at me. It's me. I'm right here. Look, Ron, it's fear the conspiracy. How are you? How's everything? I'm in Australia. Tupac, can I do that? Oh, you're asking Tupac for advice? There's your first mistake.
Are you sure you're missing Edna?
Gretchen, I got Gretchen is crying right now. Gretchen is crying.
Correction, Atlantic and Logan. boy.
So these are the different sectors. 7-5 boy.
7-5 boy.
84.
So he just told dispatch he's at the location for the family dispute. He's at a dispute where there's supposedly assault going on. He just let the dispatcher know he was 84. That's the code for being present at a location. Melbourne, Australia. Got a lot of people outside the country. I love it. I love it. So if they cannot get in, are they allowed to break in? Under the emergency exception rule, police officers can break in. Thank you. God bless the USA. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for being in here. Here we go. He's asking for an ambulance.
Affirmative. Case midnight 54.
Midnight 54, so they got some time to wait. So, a lot of people, like for me, like I always like to ask everybody in the chat like what their age is, and I know it's rude to ask women that, but I'm already telling everybody, hello Romad, good to see you. I already told everybody I'm going to be 55, so I'm 54 right now.
7-3 response, Charlie.
So they're asking for an ambulance because there is somebody that's hurt there. Gretchen, I didn't. I'm sorry. The chat's going so fast. 56, 55, 54. A lot of similar ages. I know Joey's 51, 52, 46, 44, 43. All right, so we got some adults here. Johnny Appleseed's 25, 68, Black Rose, 40, 56, female, 60. I was trying to see who's the eldest stateman or state woman here. 33, Benjamin Paisley, 57, Cindy. Trevor, 25, old enough to be my son. 60, Shawnee. So 68 is so far. Black Rose takes the winner on the eldest. The youngest, I think, is Trevor at 25.
7-3 response.
So nobody higher than 68 and nobody lower than 25. 68 and 25. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Tara is 60, a young 60. Beth is a young 65. Age is just a number. It's true. Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. I'm immature. I'm mature. LOL, not. Oh, to be 25 again. Exactly. 67. So Black Rose takes the eldest stateswoman. I'm probably not the eldest statesman, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. I appreciate you guys sharing that with me. It makes it better when you know what everybody's age group is. So we have a bunch of adults in here, and everybody's acting accordingly, and that's good. I just got carded, and I'm 52. That's a good feeling, Molly. My wife got carded too. My wife got carded. Sue Steele, thank you so much. 11 is the angel number. Love your channel. Sending you love and positive vibes right back to you. Thank you for the super chat. I like to call it super love. Thank you. Thank you for that. 62 is Quinny. 62 is Quinny. I'm 32 and I feel like 80. Your bones hurt. Commercial burglary, guys. Commercial burglary. Hello from Canada. Good to see you. Hi, UK. 49 in the UK. So I am 35 miles east of New York City. I'm on the Queens-Nassau County border. So in 35-40 minutes, I could be driven right into Times Square. If I was to start it right now, it would only take me 25 minutes. It would take me 25 minutes. This is the 75th and the 73rd precinct, East New York and Brownsville. If you want to Google it, East New York and Brownsville, Brooklyn. Google that area and it'll give it to you. Difficulty breather. This is an aided call. I'm going to switch on to ESU. I'm going to switch to Citywide. This is going to give us. This is going to give us some stuff from. This is going to give us some stuff from all over the city. So I'm on the Citywide channel now. Let's listen to Citywide. You've been to New York City 6 times. What did you think of it? So right now I'm on the Citywide channel. Joey, this could be a little more exciting. If I could just get it to stop. DutyRon was asking Joey if he got his new phone. He mentioned in Dutch. Yeah, I think it was on back order. It's supposed to come tomorrow, I think. With you have fibro. We have fibro. We have Kelly in here who has fibromyalgia. That's a tough sickness, the fibro or condition. It's really not easy. Well, hopefully you could make it from Canada to New York City. You just cross the border. What is the yellow $11 sign that popped up on my screen? Says Ask Bell. That is Super Chat. That's like a tip from one of the people in the broadcast. That's Super Chat. It's at the bottom right of your screen. If you look at the bottom right, there's a dollar sign. That's to send a tip to the broadcaster. People do that to show their appreciation and then send a little message. It's not necessary, but people do it. People do it. And I thank each and every one of you guys for that. So, do you carry a pistol in your normal day events? Yes. Sue, I carry it everywhere I go. 151 people in the chat, says Joe Schmo. Sue, I'll just give it to you quick. I'll give you a quick, this is my pistol, and I carry this every day. This is a Glock. I carry this every day. And I legally carry that. I legally carry it. I carry that on me when I cut my front lawn, when I cut my grass. Great to see you, Susie. Thank you so much for coming in, Susie. Born in Brooklyn, now a Southern Belle. Once you are in Brooklyn, you're never out. You can't take the Brooklyn girl out of Brooklyn. You can't do it. Try DutyRon's super new link. There it is, DutyRon at DutyRon.com. You can follow me on everything. You can follow me on everything, guys. It's a Glock 19 Cinnamon Hot. Do you want the serial number too? Do you want this? Yeah. Well, Sue, if I'm cutting my grass and a vicious dog comes up and starts attacking me, and I have my gun in the house, what do I say to the vicious animal? Hold on a minute. Let me go get my gun. It's in the house. I don't have it on me. You always got to be ready for anything, any action. So I always carry my pistol with me because it's better to have it than not to have it. You know what I mean? So there you go. I'm always on, I'm always on guard. Always on guard. I'm always looking around. Always. Is it legal to have one if I get a license in Canada? I don't know anything about the Canadian laws. I don't know anything about Canada. EDP. Thank him for his service. So someone wants to jump off the bridge. Female looking to jump off one of the bridges, Joey. I hope a vicious dog doesn't cross my path either. I hope not. Joey, a possible jumper off one of the bridges. I think she said Williamsburg Bridge. So that's a heavy call. That's a heavy call. That there's possibly a suicidal female wanting to jump off the bridge. But sometimes those calls are unfounded, guys. Sometimes those calls are unfounded. Ron, you are popular in Canada. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Where do you have open carry? Where are you? What state are you in? I don't see any coffee. It's right here, Veggie. What state is that the open carry is in? I was just out with the dogs. Listen, the chances of it happening are slim to none, but I always want to be ready. Unfounded, that means it's not exactly that, unfounded. It said the Brooklyn, or I think the Williamsburg Bridge is what it was. Williamsburg Bridge. So that's leading right by Peter Luger's over there in Brooklyn. So I didn't get open carry in Mississippi. I am dead against open carry. Hello, Robert. Retired from corrections, officer 2004 in Rikers. Familiar with the 10 codes, belong to the Blue Knights. Nice. Welcome in, my brother. I always gave, it's funny, because I was in warrants, I always lodged at OBCC, AMKC, and I was at the barge a lot. We always were at the barge. So I dealt with my fellow correction brothers in the Bronx a lot. Those people at the barge were awesome. Hello, Cookie Hill. Good to see you, Cookie. And I was at, always at Rikers Island, AMKC, OBCC. And I had a lot of friends. There was a delegate at OBCC. His name was Dave. Fuck. I have his number still in my phone. So I used to deal with the delegate over at Rikers all the time. So I'm going to tell you about open carry and why it's wrong. I'll tell you why it's not good. Okay, open carry is dangerous because when you have a firearm on you, right? When you have a firearm on you, it's not a good idea to advertise when you're a civilian that you have a firearm on you by open carry. Because if you have 3 or 4 bad guys that are together and there's one of you and they get you from behind, or they see that you got a gun and they want to take it from you, it's an advertisement. Open carry is an advertisement to have that gun taken from you. Whereas if you had that gun, and if I lived in an open carry state, I would never open carry, because it's an advertisement for you to get someone to get that from you. And if they get it from you, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to freaking shoot you. So I think open carry is dangerous unless you are super, you're super physically fit, you're super aware of your surroundings. And even then, I totally disagree with open carry. Even if you're Arnold Schwarzenegger, if you're in the perfect shape, you could be overpowered by more than a few people. And if someone gets you by surprise, or if you're not paying attention, you're pumping gas with the open carry, they could come and rip it out and take it away from you, and they're going to shoot you. So the element of surprise when you're carrying a firearm is of utmost a key. It's so important to you guys. If you have a concealed firearm and nobody knows you have it, you are now not a target. And what do you think a bad guy, if you're open carry and you're in a bank, you're open carry sitting on line in a bank, and a bad guy comes in there with a machine gun, he's gonna freaking take you out. But if you're not open carry and you got it concealed, and the guy comes in and announces a robbery and is swinging the gun around, you could wait. You could wait till the moment is right, and you could, element of surprise, pull that gun out, punch it out, and take this bad guy out. But if you're open carry, they're going to see it, and you're going to be effed. You're going to be finished. Effed was not the F word, it was finished. So trust me, guys, I'm always thinking about tactics. And open carry is dangerous. Dangerous. Trust me. I do not recommend open carry. For a female, a 32 or 380, a 380 is a great gun. Oh. Manhattan Bridge, Joey. They canceled the issue. There's no jumper. That was an unfounded call. Unfounded call on the jumper. Thank God. So they just canceled the issue. It was the Manhattan Bridge, Joe. So does everybody understand what I'm saying about open carry and the dangers of open carry? Gamble, if you want to go watch the Dr. Phil, I have it on my website. The whole thing. You could go watch it on my website if anybody hasn't seen the Dr. Phil episode. But we're not speaking about the case tonight. So, trust me, I have been to the scene where people have shown their... Oh, they're doing a Brooklyn Bridge search. Highway Patrol, you got to get an invite to come in there, and then you get a lot of training. There's a lot of training that goes on with being a Highway Patrol. They're trained in the intoxicated driver. They do the DWI testing. They do accident investigations. It's a lot of training to be a highway cop, and it just doesn't happen. Hello, Joey Wilson. Good to see you. Good to see you. Nice break from the CW case. We're not even going to talk about it. I won't engage anybody with that. And if people start engaging in the chat, I'm going to ask you to stop. And if you don't stop, then you're going to get muted. We just need a break from it. We got to clear our heads and just have a nice mental health break tonight. I'm not mentioning it at all. I promised everybody I wouldn't, and I'm not going to. Gonna play this in the background while I play my WWE 2K19 games. Sweet. Nice, Sasquatch. I love it. Hello, Phil. Prill, thanks for joining, Prill. I love your channel, DutyRon, says Jigsaw. So far, thinks you are very... Thank you. Listen, I'm all about respect and honor. I'm about respecting each and every one of you guys back and forth. What the F is going on the Brooklyn Bridge? They're doing a search because the Manhattan Bridge, there's no jumper. So now they're going to go to, this is how much personnel the New York City Police Department has. They're searching probably Brooklyn, Williamsburg, all the bridges leading into Manhattan. What is it? How many are there? 1, 2, there's the Brooklyn, Manhattan, Williamsburg, and Queensboro. So there's 4 bridges leading into Manhattan. Thank you, Black Rose. Thank you. So guys, if you haven't invited onto your social media, share out my broadcast if you don't mind. I greatly appreciate that. If you share it with your friends, a lot of extra people can come and get... what is the dumbest criminal you arrested? DUI with the lawnmower? Never. None of that. Never had anything like that. But I've arrested many people asleep at the wheel with the car running at a red light, in park at a stop sign and just sleeping, and then you wake them up and they just start going crazy. I've had a lot of DWI arrests in my time when I was on patrol. Yeah, the memorial is a great, is a really, really emotional sight to go see. You've got a good head on your shoulders. Thank you, Joe Schmo. I appreciate that. I want to think that I do. I want to think that I do. I have a neighbor that is harassing me on cells, texting, and I did not respond. Send me an email, Chrissy. I'll tell you what to do about that. But basically, keep all of those text messages. Don't delete them. Make sure you take screenshots of it and keep all the electronics. It's aggravated harassment. But send me a DM on or an email, and we'll talk about it on the side. Please. Jojo England says, Miss Plan B, White Queen. Oh, that's a whole screen name? Holy shit. That's a long screen name. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Kim. Greatly appreciate that. I appreciate it, Kim. Thank you. Very good analogy, says Michael. I try to give the best that I can. So when someone is sending you messages by electronic means, it's aggravated harassment. Text messages, emails, things of that nature are no good.
I'm concerned of 54 Rescue, 746 Saratoga Avenue, private house, Newman Avenue, the Livonia, in regards to person 6 with fumes.
I love your page. Thank you. Did any of you guys go and check out my website? It is, you don't have to put www, you don't need to put www, but all you got to do is go https and the 2 backslash and then DutyRon, and then you're good to go. You're good to go. DutyRon at AOL.com. It's right there. It's right there. Call the police. Call the police if he does that. Don't allow somebody to disrespect you like that. Call the police. That's what the police are there for. Call 911. How fast do dispatchers have to be to get tested before they get hired? They take a test. It's an entry test because it's a city job. So they got to take a test. They take a test, they have pass it, and then they go for training, and then they get hired. Thank you. God bless the US of A. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. They said they can't do anything. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I would request a supervisor. Kelly's here, Fibro Girl. Hello, Kelly. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. I would request to speak to a supervisor because that's bullshit. There's nothing that they can do. Call back and be persistent and ask for a boss. Ask for a sergeant or a deputy sheriff or whatever it is out there, because that's what the police are there for. That's what the police are there for. Kelly does have fibro. That's the girl I was talking about. She has severe fibromyalgia. Chrissy, meet Kelly. Kelly, Chrissy. TR, you know, I'm just doing I'm doing my thing. I'm doing what I normally do, you know. That's a sign of a psycho. Yeah, that is. I agree, Susie. I like classic rock. Classic rock, Sue. Classic rock. Why are New York State troopers in New York City? Because New York State troopers patrol the whole state. So they're in the city because there's a lot of state office buildings in the city. New York State troopers patrol all of New York. So it's not unusual for them to be in the city. So guys, if you're not following or subscribing to me on Twitter and Instagram, those are some of my social. It's DutyRon on Twitter, DutyRon on Instagram, and DutyRon on Facebook and Periscope. If you go to the website, it's one-stop shopping there. You get everything. Do you think... All right, come on. Come on now, Benjamin. God, you almost got me. You almost got me. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. You like the website, Molly? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I almost just got hooked on something that we told ourselves that we weren't going to talk about. Hello, Panay. Good to see you. I'm following you already, Ron. I know you are. I know you are. I'm subscribed to you too. Yes, call and be persistent and ask for a supervisor. Ask for a supervisor. Not a jagaloon, not yet. It was just maybe someone that just came in. You got to realize, guys, some people just stumble across and say, "Oh, DutyRon's live. Let me ask him some, let me ask some CW questions." But that's not what's happening here tonight. We're taking a break from it. This is a mental health night, so we can just chill out, talk about the police radio, and maybe some good calls will come over. It's been very quiet. There's just been like BS calls going on. Aided cases, a couple of family disputes, a DOA suspicious. They got the detectives rolling on that, and one possible jumper from the bridge. So it's pretty slow. It's pretty slow, basically. Hello, Charlotte Robinson. Thank you for joining. We need a break. Absolutely, Bren, we all need a mental health break from it, because before you know it, Thursday is going to be on us. And Thursday is going to come, and we're going to all be back in the mix again. And I can promise you tomorrow, Wednesday, well, today, I'm not going to talk about it at all. I'm not going to talk about it at all. Does New York have tons of gun violence? Not tons, but we do have it. We do have it. Excellent, Jared. Thank you. Thank you for that. We all needed this break, Jackie. We got to just do some normal stuff and have a normal type conversation, you know? It's really important for a mental health break from all of that stuff. It can really become very toxic and eat you alive. It can eat you from the inside out, and it's not good. Cinnamon Hot says, there's 172 here. Please hit the like. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, hit the like and subscribe. Show me some love on the broadcast. I greatly appreciate that. If you guys don't mind. I'm going to just check the thumbs up and thumbs down situation right now. So let's see how that's looking. We have 98 thumbs up and a couple of thumbs down. So it is what it is. Thank you, Red Ruby. Thank you, Red Ruby. I appreciate that. I like to think that I do have some good common sense, and I'm very, very, my wife always says this to me, she's like, babe, you are so calm and cool and collective. I like live PD. I love the original Cops show. I like anything that's authentic and live. So those are my things. Those are my things. There's my new link. It's a hot link, and that's all you have to put up. You don't need to put anything else up because everything's on there. My Patreon, my Instagram, my Twitter, all of my stuff is on there. Thumbs up for DutyRon. Thumbs up. I give thumbs up to everybody who comes into my broadcasts. If I go and follow or watch one of your broadcasts, I do the same thing. I do the same thing. So, you know, guys, I'm a big proponent of supporting other people. Do you think police need a 4-year degree as a requirement? Here in the city, you need 4 years. You never used to. Hey, Ron, what's going on? I don't know what the 119 reference is, but I'm going to do it. Bad boys, what you going to do? What you going to do when they come for you? Bad boys. What sign are you, says Anna. What sign do you think I am? Live PD is awesome.
2550 East New York.
Yes, Jackie, that my wife says that to me all the time. She's like, how do you keep you cool with all this stuff? I'm not in a patrol car, master. Can you show us your patrol car? No, not a Leo. Not a Leo. I am compatible with Leos, though. I am compatible with Leos.
52 family, 2550 New York Avenue.
I hear you. I hear you. Okay, so here we go.
You got a room number or callback?
Here we go, guys. I am an Aries. I'm an Aries.
No room number, I have a callback.
Kimberly Short got it. I'm an Aries. And so did Karen. Karen got it too. Aries. Gretchen, you got it too. Aries. Awesome. Quite a few women got it. What kind of detective were you? Very good question, Chaser. I was a warrant squad detective. I worked in the warrant squad and Fugitive Enforcement Division. I was in the Fugitive Enforcement Division. So like 3 or 4 ladies got it. Aries. I love your channel from Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you so much for that. My brother is an Aries. I didn't know that, Joe. Excellent. Thank you for passing through. I appreciate that. BV, thank you so much. Sagittarius, whatever that means. Yeah. Oh, so you're an Aries too, Penny. Excellent. Awesome. That's awesome sauce right there. Aries are very spontaneous people. Like, you know, they're very spontaneous, but they're also quick thinkers. They're quick thinkers. We got to take a break. Guys. Christina Robinson, I got your friend's request on Facebook. As soon as I'm done with the broadcast, I promise I will approve that friend's request. I just got it.
75 Adam, I checked the callback. The complaint is in the lobby.
You just thought you heard someone in your house. I'm alone. Call 911 immediately. Call 911 if you really feel someone's in there. Aries is a pain in my butt. Come on now. Come on. Sue Steele asks the best questions. She does. She asks a lot of them too. She asks a lot of questions. Call the cops. I would. I recommend you do that. But the Aries have horns and the Leos are lions. You were born in April too? Great month. Excellent, guy. I'm feeling great, Zelda. How you doing? How are you doing? I'm feeling wonderful. My husband is an Aries. Yeah, I heard you said that. I have 2 kids. Yes, I have. They're adults though. They're adults. I have 2 adults, sons. 911 is a good call if someone is in your home. Absolutely, Sheila. That's what I recommended right away. What did you say is compatible with Aries? Leo. Leo, Gretchen. Leo. As a warrant detective, what exactly did you do? Never really heard of that type of detective before. Chaser, It was a good screen name that you asked me of me, because we basically chased people down. If you got a warrant for not returning back to court, let's just say you got arrested for a felony and you got arraigned and you paid $15,000 bail and you skipped out on your next court date. Hold on. Assault family. Female being assaulted by a husband. There's a call. So she's being beaten in the hallway by her husband.
The apartment, the 80 lives in apartment 3, Robin, but it's on the second floor.
So this is a pretty heavy call right here. These are very dangerous, these domestic violence calls. All right, so what the hell was I just going to answer? What was I answering? Oh, about warrant squad detective. Okay, I'm old. Sometimes I lose track. Okay, so it's a bounty hunter kind of, but a highly paid one. So we would basically go out and grab people who were on the run from court. They didn't want to go to jail. Most of the people that we had, the court would issue the warrant. We would get the warrants directly from the courts, and then we would go and try to pick these people up and grab them and take them off the street. Would you consider leaving New York to retire somewhere else? Yes, yes. Did you hate the DV calls? I didn't hate them, but we took them very serious. Arrest warrant, bench warrants, and warrants of, there's a bench warrant, warrant of arrest, and then a new arrest warrant for a new charge. In other words,
you have a 61-725.
In other words, if you made a report that you were assaulted by somebody and they didn't get picked up, the precinct detective units would issue an arrest warrant for that person. So there was a couple of different kinds of warrants. And we had family court warrants, we had mental hygiene warrants, we had a lot of warrants. So, Joe, I would prefer not to tell you or anybody or the world my exact birth date, but thank you for that question, Joe. Kim is back. That took a really long time, Kim, and I'm really upset because things were not the same here without you. You didn't want to leave without saying goodnight. You came back just to say you're going to sleep. I'm only kidding. Good night. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for hanging out. Where would you choose to retire? Florida. Florida.
75 response 2.
Tonight we're listening to police scanning, and we're not talking about any cases, period. This is a mental health night for everybody. We're not talking about any type of cases. So if you're in here for case information, I would understand if you respectfully wanted to leave and not hang out. But we're not talking about that tonight. Yeah, it's not personal. I just don't feel a need for me to tell my date of birth. Next thing you know, they'll be asking for my social security number. All retired cops say Florida. My wife wants to move to like Tennessee or North Carolina or South Carolina, but I'm not a big fan of those areas. We're getting into the groove. There you go, Molly. The Keys are beautiful, Susanna. The Keys are beautiful. Really, really nice. Really nice. Commercial burglary. Excuse me, what's your social security number? What's your firstborn's? I would like your firstborn's social security number as well, too. Broward County Sheriff's. Yeah. I go down to that area a lot. My friend lives outside of Miami. Texas is supposed to be a great place to retire to. West Palm Beach is beautiful. I was just there last week. I was just in West Palm last week. I heard Charleston is beautiful. Nashville, yeah. Good night, Denise. Bake a couple of extra things for me because I'm fat and jolly and I like to eat baked goods. So make something extra for DutyRon. You don't have to send it to me. Just make it so this way I feel good about it. Too cold. I'm trying to escape the cold. Hi, Amy. How are you, Aim? Good to see you. Jupiter. The Mets played today in Jupiter. Chad is moving kind of fast. Broward has plenty of crime. First 48, lots of episodes. What is it about the Carolinas? Weather? I just don't like it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I'm fat and jolly, Hio. Fat and jolly. On the funny side, sure you don't kill. I don't know what. I don't even know what that says. Make sure you don't kill your lawn. That's a funny one. I do the best that I can. I do the best that I can. Hi Tracy, how are you? Good to see you. Zelda is still here. Amy, great to see you. Thank you for coming in. Trade your 19 with. Oh yeah, it. Listen, it's 31 degrees. We got a heat wave right here. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you for subscribing. We're listening to police radio calls live. NYPD, the former police department that I worked for. We're listening to live calls in the area where I worked. So that's what we're listening to right now.
How's the boy?
Welcome in from Iowa.
And then about 1237.
What size motor is in the police cars nowadays? Sue, I don't know. I'm not listening to the 101. It's the 7375 in Brooklyn. Humidity is pretty good down there. Praying that you won't need to kill dogs. If a dog attacks me, he's going to get shot. If a dog attacks me or my children, he's going to get shot. And that's the only way, because I love dogs. I love all animals. But if I have to, I will. Welcome in from Sweden. Nice to see you, Anna. I love your channel. I'm a new subscriber. I'm from Montreal. Nick, welcome in from Canada. The great people in Canada is a great ally of USA. USA and Canada are great allies. So thank you. Yes, Anna, welcome into the DutyRon channel. Everybody welcome. Guys, if you're new, I'm a retired New York City police detective. I am giving lots of safety and crime tips. I cover a lot of crime cases. I'll be doing a lot of stuff from my local area. And I also do a lot of nature broadcasting. So I'll bring you stuff from parks, beaches, and places of recreation. Montauk is beautiful. I will be there this summer. I'll be in Montauk. I'm going on a vacation possibly to Aruba in June. I will be in Aruba, I believe, in June. So I'm going to do some YouTube broadcasting from Aruba, and that will be really interesting. Welcome in, Cynthia. Thank you for visiting. I appreciate it. Hello from Queensland. Good to see you, Dawn. Thank you for coming in, Dawn. I appreciate it. Do police cars have bulletproof glass now? Yes, they do. Can I become a highway patrol officer after high school or law enforcement experience required? You have to get invited to the highway. You can't just join it. You have to join the police department. Yeah, Radio Shack's pretty good. Hello from Blue Ridge, the Blue Ridge Mountains. France. Nice to have you, France. Oh, but you're in Colorado. Gotcha. So the assault, they're saying no further units to the assault. That's scary. That is scary, guys. There you go, Joe. Late hubby was a retired law enforcement. Curious as to why. This is what I'm doing. I'm at work and I wear my shirt when I go to work. Block Island is beautiful, Deborah. Block Island's beautiful. Welcome to the DutyRon family. I like it. I like it a lot. 51 degrees. Really, Kelly? That's going to be a heat wave for us, you know? It's going to be a big heat wave. Good morning from Slovakia. Thank you for coming in. Yesterday was minus 22. I heard you speak about that, Kim. That is really uncomfortable. That's really uncomfortable. Nothing major, cowgirl. Nothing major. There was a possible jumper off one of the bridges that became unfounded, and now they're on a assault, a family assault.
I'll take a report.
It's good to laugh. It's good to laugh. Kelly is from Connecticut. Kelly is from Connecticut. Good evening, Turbo Nerd. I love that screen name. You never know, Ghostface. You never know. Excellent. Thank him for his service. Thank him for his service. Yeah, no, it's okay, Jack Rogers. I am retired, but I have a security company that I run. So I only work 1 or 2 days a week. So that's pretty much retired. I only work 1 or 2 days a week. Thunder Bay, Ontario. Oh my. Good morning from Scotland. Hi, Cara. How are you? Yeah, it's been really cold all over. It's been cold everywhere. Supposed to hit the 80s. It was 90 degrees. Go ahead, cowgirl up. Go ahead. What's my bucket list? I don't have one. I don't have one. My nose is getting better. It's healing. It's healing. It's still not there, though. It's still not there yet. There you go, Nikki. There you go. We all needed that.
75
Yes, yes, Kevin. I did a few times. Hi, Ohio. Welcome in from Ohio. Have you read lately? Have you read lately? You really liked? Have I read anything that I really liked lately? I haven't read any books lately. No, I'm not a big book reader, Travis. New York City pizza, as good as they say. Joey, I'll let you take that over. Becky P, meet my friend Joey, BKLYN_67. Joey, can you address Becky P for New York City pizza, please? There he is, my great friend Joey Brooklyn. Joey Brooklyn, he is the man. He is the man. It's okay with your nosy, mosey questions. I get kicked out of your channel. Wait a minute, hold on a second. What did he say? Thanks for answering my mosey, nosy questions. What happened? Something about getting kicked out. I don't know. I didn't see it. Couldn't see the comment. It just went by too fast. It went by too fast. Susanna, did you ever have to shoot to kill? No, I didn't. Thank God. That's pretty awesome. Cowgirl up. I like that. I like that a lot. So you pay it forward. You pay it forward. Chicago has the best pizza. No disrespect to New York City, says Ghostface_killer. Killer. What did you think of the Jodi Arias case? I don't know. We're not talking about cases here tonight. Ron, she likes your channel, aka she gets kicked out of it. Is that what you were saying? I don't know anything about that. If anybody gets kicked out of my channel, it's for a good reason. Trust me. I don't question my mods. My mods know what they're doing. So if you get kicked out of my channel, you've earned that. And I'm not even going to elaborate on that. I'll just say it one time and one time only. So anybody that gets kicked out of my channel gets kicked out for a good reason. Special Agent 88. Stupid autocorrect. Changes my text all the time. I freaking hate autocorrect. I hate it. But I knew what you were saying, Jackie. Jackie, I knew exactly what you were saying. There you go, Mike Terranova. Thank you for the mental health night, Kimberly says. Thank you. Dawn O'Brien. Quinn. Yep. Take care. Thank you, Anitra. Thank you for being in here. Appreciate it. Best steakhouse, I like Morton's, but I really like Frank's Steakhouse the best. Frank's Steakhouse is good for me. I've been to you know, Peter Luger's, standard stuff like that. Smith and Walensky's is really good. Ron, did you see my question? No. I'm sorry. Is it worth me scrolling back? It's just so hard to scroll back and get them. Hold on, I'm scrolling. Cowgirl, no cases. Wait. Shit. I can never do it. I can't win, guys. How many tattoos do you have? Also, do you like them on a woman? Yes, I like tattoos on women and men. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3. Well, to help vulnerable people. You know what? If you got like, if it's like a deep question, just email it to me and I'll answer. I like tattoos. I'm a personal fan of tattoos. I mean, it's not a prerequisite, but I like tattoos. I got rid of the sounds because too many people, and I listened to it. Guys, I want to tell you why I did what I did. I personally listened with headphones to my broadcast, and it was really obnoxious. It was really loud. I didn't think it was loud because I'm listening to it from my computer or my device, and it didn't sound too loud. But when I put the headphones in, the people were right that was saying to me, I can't hear you talk because I got to keep the volume down low in anticipation of the sounds. And then when I listened to the sounds, it was freaking loud. So I was just blowing everybody off saying just deal with it, but really it was an annoyance, and I'm surprised not more people complained about it. I did get a decent amount of complaints, but I thought more people would have complained about it because it was a lot. It was loud. It was loud, man. Tattoos are art. They are. I agree. I mean, I could bring them back. I could bring them back. It's not like they're done. Did you find it hard to retire? No. It was easy. Excellent, Chrissy. I have 12 stars under my armpit, down to my thigh. Are you saying stars? I don't think you meant starts. I think you meant stars. I've seen that on the side. I know a lot of women who have tattoos like that. Those are pretty cool. Oh, cool, Jackie. Cool. 13. Stop explaining yourself. You corrected the problem. Next, you're a good dude, but don't apologize. I'm not apologizing. I'm saying, listen, part of being a man and part of being a good person is admitting when you're wrong. And I dismissed it like it was no big deal. And when I listened for myself, it was a big deal. And I didn't like it, and that's why I changed it. So I'm not apologizing. I'm saying that I didn't realize how bad and loud it was. It was all the way, there was a sliding scale of 100, it was all the way up to 80%. The volume was 80%. I could put it down to 20 and nobody would even notice it. Hello, Pete Byron, good to see you. So I turned it all the way off, just for the time being. I turned it all the way off, but I will put it back on for lower. I'll put it back on lower. I don't know any LAPD. I don't. Welcome in, Pete Byron 65. Pete Byron D is my good friend. Go follow and subscribe to him. He's a great guy. Thank you so much for being in here. Petey, baby. Good to see my friend Petey. Thank you, Kimberly. Thanks, Kim. Good night, Kim. The World Trade Center was the toughest. That was the toughest job that I went to. Toughest. Hello from Virginia. Welcome in. Good to see you, Virginia. Samsung just sent me a trade-up offer for the 10. I won't get another device until the Note 10 comes out, because I got the Note 9 here. This is a Note 9. But the Note 9 is a nice phone. So I really enjoy this phone. So if a Note 10 comes out, I may turn this in and get a Note, get the next Note. But I really like this phone. So.
On completion, can you respond to Fulton Hospital in regards to 34th vehicle that occurred 7-5?
So this is a call to the hospital for an assault. Somebody's in the hospital, and they're calling the police to come and investigate. Somebody's calling the police to come and investigate. Yeah, no problem, Kev. You got it. You got it. New sub, and I'm late. It's okay. Don't worry about it, Ozzy. What matters is that you're here. That's all that matters, is that you're here. Welcome in from New Haven. That is close. That is close. Thank you for subbing to Joey, Jackie. I appreciate that. Very, very nice of you. Thank you. I have no idea. I think they said Monday next week. That doesn't make any sense, but I think they said Monday next week. That's what I remember hearing. You got the Note 9 from a Note 4. Wow. That's a big step up. What a difference right there. They don't have residential police in the hospital. Some of them they don't, Travis. Some of them they don't. Nope. They have security, but some of them they don't have police in. Good night, Sue. Thank you for being in here. Appreciate you coming in. Thank you, Sue. Awesome to see you. So everybody, I don't know if you've seen it, but I put up a brand new website. It's DutyRon.com. So if you can check that website out, it'll give you all of my social media. So if you want to check out some of my Periscope broadcasts, you want to check out some of my 9/11. I did a 9/11, my first 24 hours broadcast on Periscope this past September 11th. I did it on the anniversary of September 11th. And if you want to go watch that, that's on my Periscope. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. Autocorrect stinks being there. It really does suck. Hello from Glasgow. Good to see you. Welcome in. Hello, Mr. DutyRon, says Naboul. Naboul is here from the south of France. Good to see you, Naboul. Good to see you, Naboul. Hi, Jesse, says Cindy. Hi. How are you? So, thank you for that, Andrea. Ron, it's Andrea. Ron, it's Andrea. Andrea, thank you for posting a link onto the website. Thank you. Click on the website. The Dr. Phil interview today or segment is on my website. You can go and see my website, no problem. Go onto that DutyRon website, click on it. The Dr. Phil thing is on there, so you can go check it out, especially if you're outside the country. Hi, Jesse. How are you? Can you tell us about the NYPD Academy briefly? It consisted of a classroom of law, police science, social science, and driver training. So it was a lot of different things. So so at the end of the day, guys, I appreciate you guys being in here. Thank you so much. Just sub to Joey, says NRE Pilak. Is it Pilak or Pilak? Pilak. Thank you. My daughter got accepted at a school in Brooklyn. I'll tell her to follow you guys too. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. That is really cool. Cool. Congratulations on that. Grew up in Chicago, originally from the East Coast, but I grew up in Chicago. Gotcha. What got me into law enforcement? Happy. I was always wanted to be a cop when I was young. I always wanted to be a cop, so I took the test. I got called for it, and I took the job because of stability with pay, good benefits, and an early retirement, and also wanted to help people. Appreciate your viewpoint, says Travis Williamson, Esquire. Thank you so much for that, Travis. I appreciate your input as well. I do appreciate your input as well. Have you ever been injured on duty? Yes, Nikki. Yes, I have. I broke my ankle on the job, and I've gotten injured many times on the job. Hello from, says Ginger Girl, Toronto. She finishes it up with a second thing. 161 watching and chatting. It's always good to have 161 friends over for a cup of tea. A spot of tea, if you will. I was not, Cookie Hill. I was not. That was before my time. Yeah, that was really a lot of fun, Naboul. Meeting Naboul from Saint-Tropez from France was really awesome. It was really awesome. I don't speak Italian. It's 12:43 in Iowa, says Chrissy. It is 1:43 here in New York. Thank you for thanking me, D. Cecilia. Thank you so much. Thank you for thanking me. I've been in plenty high-speed chases, Jackie. Plenty. Yep. Pete has his sunglasses on. It might be bright where he lives. I'm not sure what's going on right now. But good to see all my friends here. I speak Italian. There you go. She's willing to help out. 2:45 in Malaysia. 2:45 p.m. Wow. Holy crap. All right, kiddos. I've been live an hour and 46 minutes. I'll leave this for 2 hours, and then we got to end it. At the 2-hour mark, we got to call it quits. We got to say goodnight. We got to clear our heads, and we got to stop. We got to stop the madness at 2 o'clock. So I'm going to pull the plug in 15 minutes. Anybody that wants to get their last licks in. There's Pete from Florida. I am from New York. Yes, Gail, we do. Kelly is begging me to please don't go. I've only been alive for an hour and 46 minutes. 6:45 a.m. in the UK. Night one and all. Take care, Susanna. Thank you so much. Rupal is saying, stay, Ron. Stay. Atacor 21, thank you. Have a good night's sleep. Live PD is live. I did do street narcotics for a little while. 4:45 in Queensland, Australia. Scotland. Did I receive your emails? I got about I got over 1,000 emails. So I may have received your email but didn't look at it yet. So you got to give me a chance. I'm not a machine, but I definitely got a bunch of emails. I have 995 emails in my inbox that I haven't even opened up yet. So you need a good night's sleep, says Anna. I'm going to get a good night's sleep during the day tomorrow. Good day from Australia. Good day. My car is running, so it is started. Will the car start now? Oh, no biggie. I was just wondering. The car is running. The car has been running this whole time. That's funny, Chrissy. That's funny. Excellent, Joey. Awesome. Hello from Toronto. Who was your favorite TV film detective? I like Telly Savalas, old school, bald. Telly Savalas was a smooth guy. 1,000 emails. I remember when you were asking for them. I know. And now I got flooded with them. I got an overwhelming response. So I'm going to get to them. That's why I want to get off of here so I can open up some of them. Hey, Sugar, please, how are you? Good to see you. Start the car. That's a great commercial. I love it. Kojak, awesome. Smooth operator. Who loves you, baby? Remember that? Does anybody remember? Is anybody old enough to remember Telly Savalas when he would go, "Who loves you, baby"? Dragnet. Of course, I saw Dragnet. Of course, I did. Can you change your YouTube name? Yes, you can. You can change it. Kelly. Who loves you, baby? Yeah. Oh, and one more thing. Yeah, man, Telly Savalas was a smooth operator, guys. Smooth operator. You gotta love it. So, guys, anybody want to take a guess at my choice of firearm tonight? What my weapon is of choice? Anybody want to take a guess at DutyRon's weapon of choice tonight? Legally carried, might I add, legally carried. No, Kelly, I can't stay till 3:30. I'm staying until 2. Kelly, that's not fair. You know that already. I should have excluded everybody who was here. You like NYPD Blue. That's a good show. Streets of San Francisco. Glock 19, says Michael. 380. No, Janet. No. AK-47. I don't have an AK. I don't have an AK.
You also have a Charlie at 4001 4th Avenue.
Water pistol, says Rupel. Joe Schmo says a Glock 44 Magnum. Glock 19. Glock 19. No. This is a Dunkin' Donuts coffee. No McDonald's coffee. Kimba makes a good way. I like Kimbas. I like the Kimbas. I do have an AR. I do. I have a Smith & Wesson AR. And you always have to be prepared for an extra gunfight. So I have 2 of these magazines. These are 15 rounders. So I have 2 15-round magazines, fully loaded and ready to go. Fully loaded, ready to go. You always got to be ready for action. We don't have Tim Hortons here. We don't have that guy. We don't have Tim Horton. Yeah, Kimba's a good gun. I'm taking a concealed carry course next weekend. Good for you, Amy. That's awesome. Good night, Valerie. Thanks for being in here. Guns scare me. I won't touch them. I wish I wasn't so scared of them. You just got to get over that fear and start getting out to the range and using them, and you won't. Special agent thoughts on ARs. I have no problems with them. When they're legally carried by law enforcement and anybody who is allowed to carry them. If you're not allowed to carry it, then I'm not for it. The world is better with people like you in the world, says your wife is a lucky woman. I'm lucky to have her, but I thank you. Thank you, D. Cecilia. I appreciate that. That is very sweet of you. That was a very nice comment. Gonna make my hubby's lunch. You're a great one. You're a great wife. Thank you for doing that for your hubby. So here's my second 15-round magazine, authorized only for law enforcement. So you can carry this 15-round magazine if you are retired or off-duty law enforcement. So there we go, guys. I'm not from upstate, guys. No. Yeah, I don't go with that narrative, Becky. I don't believe in that narrative. Any gun in the hands of a good guy or a good law-abiding citizen or law enforcement, retired or active, is good in my book. It's good in my book. I'm having a panic attack every time you raise your weapon. Don't have it. I'm a professional. I'm a trained professional. Kelly, that's a silly question, and I'm gonna show you guys. Anybody want to see my original New York City Police badge? I took this out last week, and I never took it out of my bag. But here's my NYPD Police badge. This is my shield when I was on the job, guys. So I brought this last week as a show and tell, and I never took it out of my bag. I gotta actually put this back in to my house. But this is my NYPD badge.
Boy.
Boy.
Not yet.
Yes, 3784, not 37. It's 3784. And then I have and then I have my department issued handcuffs too. It was just a key. It was a key to a lock box in my house. So I have my I got my cuffs with me. These are real. You know, there were some shields that had only 2 digits and 1 digit numbers. Those are the really old ones. But 3784 is sort of old, but not too bad. 22, Pete, 22. I mean, some people suffer from PTSD. Some people suffer from PTSD. I started in 91. Pete. Hello, Kelly E. Cuff 'em, DutyRon. Try peppermint essential oils instead of caffeine. What, to keep me awake? I only drink the caffeine to keep me awake, Tara. And I use lavender essential oils for breathing. Good night, Cookie Hill. Have a good night. Have a good night, Cookie. What does the badge number add up to? Hold on. Nikki Mack. Oh my God. I'm in heaven right now. Nikki Mack, my good friend, is here. Nikki Mack always shows up when the handcuffs are out. I don't know why. I'm not profiling Nikki Mack, but for some reason, Nikki Mack always shows up when the handcuffs come out. Yeah, Anna, I use the lavender oil. I love it. I love it. It really clears up my nose. It really does. Nikki, your timing is impeccable. She always shows up when I whip these cuffs out. I don't know if it's just coincidental, but Nikki Mack has a canny knack. She has a canny knack for showing up when the cuffs break out. I've been representing police officers for 32 years, and we've learned a lot about PTSD, wellness. What state do you represent, Travis, police officers in? Is it a busy place? Are you like in a major metropolis? Hi, Kathy. How are you, Kat? No kinky. I would hope that she's not kinky. If she's kinky, I can lend her these so she could take them with her significant other and use them. I need something to clear up my nose, because as you can see, I'm kind of congested right now. Oh, Texas, busy state. A lot of action in Texas. Texas law enforcement get into a lot of shooting. Cops from Texas get into a lot of shootings. Yeah. NYPD, as you know, is around 40,000 strong. We have close to 10,000 detectives, and the rest is just a mix-up of all the different ranks. Good night, Carrie. Thank you, Carrie Flores, for being in here. Appreciate you being in here. Thank you so much. I got to try that, Rachel. I got to try it. Dylan, what's up? Well, welcome in. Round Rock is in the house. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, let me put the cuffs away because that's annoying. Let me see what I could do here. Hold on. Let me rile up some troops. Let me rile up a couple of troops. Okay, when I put the towel over your head, keep your eyes closed so you don't burn your eyes. Thank you, Tara. Thank you. Hello from London. Good to see you. Thank you for watching last night. Tonight we're taking a mental health break from that. We're not talking about any of that stuff right now. Do you know any bad cops? No, Ginger, I do not. I'm thankful that I never came across any in my career. Excellent. Thanks, Guy. Yes, Hio, I am. Hi, Mel. We do have Vicks. Everybody, we have Vicks. Okay, cool. Thanks, D. Cecilia. Thank you for that. All right, I'm gonna just hold on a second. All right, yeah, Vic's works really good. Vic works really good. Kathy says no meat today. Okay, I'm gonna be sleeping most of the day, so I don't think I'm gonna eat much. I'm gonna be sleeping a good part of the day. But when I get up, I'll have a nice steak sandwich for Kathy. Oh wait, it is Ash Wednesday, so no meat. Ash Wednesday. All right, so listen, guys. Thank you so much, Pete. I'm getting out of here too. A lot of love and respect for each and every one of you guys. Remember, be kind to each other. Extend a hand. Always be friendly and inviting to people who come into your chats or you go into live streams. Let's get out there and do some good stuff for our fellow man and womankind. So peace and love and a lot of respect from DutyRon. I value your time. I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate the merchandise purchases. I appreciate each and every one of you being in here and positively interacting with each other. That means a lot to me. So God bless each and every one of you throughout the world, wherever you're watching. And thank you for joining the DutyRon chat. I will be live on Thursday bringing the complete and total news conference of the Colorado Department of Justice and all of the release for the Chris Watts case on Thursday. I will bring that live if it's available. So a lot of love to you guys again. Talk to you very soon, and thank you for the interaction here tonight. It was a lot of fun. 2 hours and 1 minute, a very long broadcast with a lot of good people. So I'm very, very thankful to have each and every one of you in here. Good night from New York City. Peace and love, guys. Peace. Peace.